The man in the opposite goal, Sipho Chain, has kept as many shutouts in the Betway Premiership this term. Both of them will have a gigantic task on their hands. Tapela Nkoki back in the starting 11. He came off the bench last time out with Sisani injured. Sisani appeared after that game with a moon boots on that looked worrying. No one anticipated that he would be part of today's proceedings, and that is indeed the case here this afternoon as Orlando Pirates greet the Buccaneers faithful, and Mamelodi Sundowns do the same. Their fans mostly congregated on the grandstand here at Loftus Versfeld, generating a lot of noise. They're so used to success, Mamelodi Sundowns, over the years. 7 successive league championships. And Orlando Pirates look like the only sides that may be able to wrest the title from them. Now we are underway here at Loftus. I think most will agree, Stanton, that it's a little too early to call this a title decider, but today's outcome will almost certainly have a bearing on the current title picture at the very least, and ultimately who lifts that yet-to-be-seen trophy come May.
Yeah, for sure, Grant. Not a title decider, but I tell you what, it's going to go a long way to whoever wins that Betway Premiership at the end of the season.
You made an interesting point in the build-up that I tend to agree with. I've alluded to the fact that this is the biggest game of the league season so far, this league season, but there's a case to be made for this being the most consequential league game since that COVID-interrupted season, right at the tail end of that campaign, 4 or 5 games from the conclusion, when Mamelodi Sundowns got a 1-0 win, courtesy of a now Kaizer Chiefs player, Gaston Serino, in a match to close the gap on Chiefs.
Yeah, and I think both sides at the height of their prowesses. I think Orlando Pirates coming leaps and bounds under the tutelage of Ribeiro.
And look at that, Makahleni Makaula bursting forward, a man who's picked up successive Man of the Match awards, did so in the Soweto Derby a week ago, and then partly due to a goal that ended up being the de facto winner in a 2-1 triumph. Got it again against Skokune. Here's Peter Shalulile. Ikram Reyners showed too much of the ball to Kabelo Dlamini.
Now that's a preview of what we can expect. Both Ikram Reyners as well as Peter Shalulile will always chase down that defense. So they're going to need to be staying sharp.
Oh, little header through by Jaden Adams. Smart. Peter Shalulile adjudged to have been just offside by Mr. Jali. Now, Peter Shalulile maybe took a little bit of time to play himself into favour under new coach Miguel Cardoso, but now that he has, the Portuguese seemingly recognising the threats that Shalulile possesses. He was the game changer against Le Mans for Golden Arrows a week ago in that 4-0 win, coming on in the first half to completely alter the complexion of the match.
Yeah, consummate professional there. Obviously not first choice, but showed the coach what he can do, and runs himself a starting berth, but always so effective, always so hungry to assist the team before himself. That is Peter Shalulile.
Ronwen Williams running it out to Grant Kikana. Ronwen Williams, unsurprisingly, the best save percentage of any goalkeeper in the Betway Premiership this season, up towards a 90% mark. Mokwena winning that supposedly illegally, and Orlando Pirates have a set-piece opportunity here.
Now this is what Dlamini will bring in. set plays will be dangerous. Educated left foot he has.
Dlamini's ball in. Oh, Oki has met it at the back post. The flag had gone up. And Mamelodi Sundowns insist upon holding a very high line when it comes to defending free kicks.
Koki just moving a little bit too quick there, but an excellent ball nonetheless from Dlamini.
Tapela Koki did score in the last league meeting between these two sides. That came from the penalty spots right here at Loftus Versfeld just after the AFCON break. In fact, almost a year ago, that game. The gap between the two sides was too big for anyone to think that even if Pirates had won, that they might put themselves back in the title picture. But as the lightning crackled above Loftus, the action on the pitch was equally electric. That 1-1 draw, good value. And if we see anything close to that, I think we're in for a fantastic game. Orlando Pirates getting all the plaudits out of them because they played most of the second half without Miguel Tim, who was red carded for impeding Ronwen Williams.
Yep.
They still managed to snatch a draw.
A bit of a cautious start here from both sides.
Sabal Mokoena urged to shoot by the crowd, just wouldn't drop for him. But his first goal of the season, 2 games back. That was the 4th against Ramontville Golden Arrows.
I say give him space and time, and that's what he'll attempt. And Dlamini, as well as Maswangani, will want to be a little bit quicker in closing down to Tebogo Mokoena.
The latecomers still trickling into Loftus Versfeld. Worth reiterating that this is yet another sold-out affair in the Betway Premiership. Took Tebogo Mokoena 20 club games this season to actually get off the mark in terms of goal scoring. He scored a few for Bafana Bafana. Now Jaden Adams has intercepted here, laying it off for Mokoena, who shoots again this time. He keeps it low, he gets it on target, and it's straight at Chain.
Yeah, that pressure is forcing Chain to lose possession. This is the early effort, and just slipping as he made contact. He is in the mood, clearly.
Was the deepest into a season. He's had to wait to score. Tebogo Mokoena, 20 games in. He's as many as he's ever gone without netting. Has scored now a goal in all 9 seasons that he's been a professional. Took him 19 games to get off the mark in his very first season and his second season as a pro, 19 games again. And then after that, he was finding the back of the net early into the campaigns with a fair amount of regularity. Peter Shalalile helping it on, can't find Kibero, who's yet to really influence the game. 7 or so minutes into this match, but when he does find some space eventually, he will of course make a big impact, I'm sure, just based on the performances that he has been producing. 12 goal contributions in 12 league outings so far this season.
Even the assists, 8 in total. And Orlando Pirates very disciplined in the approach so far. You can see nice and compact. Just be careful not to give Tebogo Mokoena too much space there as they try to remain compact defensively.
Let's notice something outside of our pictures here. Peter Shalalile seems to have gestured to the bench that he'd like a boot change. It's just the impression that I got from the gesture he made.
I think you're on the money there, because I think the field is not up to scratch. It looks like it is cutting up.
Now Ikram Reyners running off the shoulder, and eventually a flag goes up as he gets himself involved in a foot race with his former Stellies teammate Dino van Rooyen.
Yeah, just going back to the condition of the field, obviously a bit of rugby being played here as we see a very, very narrow offside there. And that is what Reyners as well as Shalila will be doing all afternoon. So that cohesion of that defence of Orlando Pirates needs to be in sync. Yeah, and when we came into the stadium earlier, we had the sprinklers out, so the is a bit wet, and it looks like it's cutting up a bit, so 6 studs would be the answer.
Yeah, the sprinklers were already on about 90 minutes prior to kick-off. Could have even been before that. Marco installed at left back, allowing Dion Hotto, as he did against Kakuni United, to operate a little further upfield. But it also gives them a lot of defensive stability on that flank. The 2 players adept at that kind of role. There's Makaula, all the way back to Chain. Makaseni Makaula, unsurprisingly, has a losing record against Mamelodi Sundowns over the course of his career. Free State Stars, Highlands Park, and AmaZulu. Yeah, Orlando Pirates, of course. But there's one game that sticks out about 3 seasons ago, that solitary game the Mamelodi Sundowns lost when Benny McCarthy was in charge of AmaZulu. About midway through that campaign, he was involved. Yeah.
It took a while to settle in at Orlando Pirates as Makaula, but now firmly running that midfield for Pirates.
Got dispossessed by Lucas Ribeiro. For King. Gwena careful not to foul him. Okay, now Sipisi. Just an inopportune slip, allowing Ribeiro to nick it off him. Now Dlamini for Orlando Pirates. Mufokeng, he's lost out here. Adams cushioned into the path of Shalulile. Couldn't find any space. Oh, everyone is slipping. And Sundowns, from that wild passage of play, get a free kick.
A little bit unsettled there, we could see Mofokeng also slipping. Just a bit of a tug back from Maswanganyi.
And 2 teams who are so tactically adept, you'd like to see the game decided on a beautiful piece of play rather than a mistake not really of the player's own making.
Yeah, well, that's become part of the game there. Take one for the team, break down the attack.
Lucas Ribeiro, an assist last time out. There have been 4 games, in fact, this season where he's got a goal and an assist, as Allende is the man to eventually take it. Oh! Over the line! From Greg Kekana, yes it is! Mamelodi Sundowns draw first blood from the set piece. Huge, huge moment in this critical Betway Premiership tie.
It was a well-taken set play there from Mamelodi Sundowns. It was a dummy from Ribeiro. Allende, with an excellent delivery. Lucas almost getting his head to it, but it was his partner, Grant Kekana, at the far post, as rose the highest. And with a side foot, getting it past Supochain. You can see it did ricochet just behind. There's a better look at it, and Mamelodi Sundowns take the lead.
Reinstated to the lineup after missing out on the midweek opportunity to play against his former team in the Tshwane Derby. Likely because he was already in the plans for this match. Huge. That is huge. And it's bigger considering what I'm about to tell you next, and it has been almost 3 years since Mamelodi Sundowns scored first and went on to lose. That was March of 2022, a controversial game away from home against Maritzburg United. when they get a lead, more often than not, they hang on to it.
Well, the Orlando Pirates is going to have something to say about that record, Grant. I tell you what, they're going to have to come out and be a bit more brave. They certainly have the personnel to do so.
Now Shalalile held his run here on the flank. Mokoena. Suarez back to Ronwen Williams. How drastically does this change things for Orlando Pirates, now forced to chase the game, as has been the case for them in so many of the recent past meetings with Orlando Pirates, able to overturn a deficit in Relani Mokwena's last game in charge, the Nedbank Cup final at the end of last season, when Lucas Ibero had missed a penalty but then created one, put one on a platter for Tembazwane. Masonyani's penalty and Rele Mofokeng's injury
wizardry.
time moment of magic. Yeah. So it's the kind of game, again, that requires that.
Yep. Always so calm, Jose Ribeiro, no panic. Great awareness, great drop of the shoulder there from Mokoena.
Well, their last 6 games in all competitions, 5 have had goals, and in all 5 of those games, it's Mamelodi Sundowns who opened the scoring. The last time Pirates opened the scoring against Sundowns was in the second leg of the MTN8, early into Jose Ribeiro's first season in charge, where Monopule Saleng was the hero. Kermit Erasmus opened on that day. That's the last time that they went ahead in a tie with Sundowns.
Free kick in a similar position this time, Ribeiro going for it. Once again, just slipped as he attempted the cross.
Marco. Sibisi. A bit of a loose pass for Pocky, scrapes it clear. Mofokeng. Dion Hato's offside. Dion Hato's fresh from scoring a goal against Kukuni United, the opener, from a free kick. I think we can clearly see he was indeed off.
Yeah, just got the run on Madiba there. Dion Hato, ever so versatile, operating off the right flank in the front 3 for Orlando Pirates. He is able to cut in and have a shot or pass. Also very deadly on set plays. But it's all about the work rate that he brings to this Orlando Pirates side. That is Dion Hato.
Shalalile has run from deep. Dina van Rooyen with the touch to put it behind for a Mamelodi Sundowns corner kick.
And Pirates needs to be aware that last week Ron Williams with this very similar direct ball straight into the attack that met that man Shalile, which passed it on to Tashreeq Matthews. And not for the first time.
So having already scored from a set piece, Ribeiro, Mokoena in conversation. I don't know how exactly they will take this coming corner. In from Mokoena, Train makes the save. It's the new man, Lucas Suarez, who almost gets off the mark.
And once again, it's all about that delivery. Brilliant ball in from Mukwena, met by Lucas Suarez.
We saw it midweek with Jaden Adams. He'd made a little cameo off the bench in the previous match. Then he started against SuperSport United and scores on his first Mamelodi Sundowns start. Same equation for Suarez. Came off the bench last time out. Starts for the first time for Mamelodi Sundowns this afternoon.
Yeah, this is that delivery in swinger there. You could see Suarez is coming off, making the run inward there. Excellent save from Sipho Chain.
Yep. Am I right in saying he still generates a lot of power with his header, despite the fact he had to take about 3 steps backwards to meet it. Yeah. Well, Mamelodi Sundowns, for all their goal-scoring prowess this season, with a total of 31 in the Betway Premiership, are yet to score from a corner this season.
See the ball players of Orlando Pirates now not happy with the lack of supply, so starting to drop deep just to get a touch of the ball. That is Mofokeng as well as Maswanganyi. So excellent in managing the game. There's that direct ball again.
Well met by Sibisi. Marco. Later for Mofokeng. Marco's pass intended for Maswanganyi, intercepted here by Tapelo Morena. Let's try and work something in the box. This is Tlamin. Set back here for Sibisi. Mofokeng. Makaula. Good header clear from Morena. Sibisi again. Mukwena. Adams. First time ball out wide. This is Kekana. Oh, Jaden Adams. Alert to the danger, stepping in.
Saved Mukwena's blushes there.
Yep.
That's a bit better there from Orlando Pirates, just getting their foot on the ball. A little bit further up the pitch.
Mofokeng. Oh, gets a return. And Mukwena tidying up. This is Lucas Ribeiro. Oh, giving Sibisi the slip and fouled. And the yellow card that the crowd was baying for is brandished in the direction of Sibisi.
Drop of the shoulder there, burst of pace there from Ribeiro. He's unstoppable with his size and his pace.
Adams getting away from Makaula. Too much on his pass forward. Midway through this first half, Mamelodi Sundowns come into this game with, of course, the best minutes per goal ratio in the league. Find the back of the net every 40 minutes on average. That number's been greatly enhanced by their two most recent outings. Tlamini, Maswanganyi, flicked forward. No one looking to get in behind from a Pirates perspective.
The signal from the bench here from Sundowns is slow it down. Coach Cardoso just signaling to his players.
Kind of the option for Ronald Williams. Adams. Ikram Reyners, had he latched onto that, would have been offside.
Crowd asking for a yellow. Once again, just on the shoulder of Sibisi, testing him. Second time this afternoon, Reyners slipping offside.
Maswanganyi. There's a flag up on the near side. I've seen a lot of offside decisions already in these early exchanges.
See, very compact there. That was not offside.
Oh.
A great deep run from Maswanganyi, and officials getting that one wrong. Just gave him a word, just gave him a talking to.
Yep. So Ronwen Williams, the second player to go into the referee's book after Nkosinathi Sibisi. Miguel Cardoso spoke glowingly of his counterparts prior to this match. Knew that it was going to be a really difficult tussle, but they do have the advantage to protect now as Orlando Pirates get on the front foot through Paseka Marco. Bit of slip from Tito Maswanganyi, but he gathered his footing. Dina van Rooyen, Makahleni Makaula. Maswanganyi has now moved centrally. Referee unmoved. Dlamini. This is Lucas Ribeiro for Mamelodi Sundowns. They can get away. He continues on with Mokoena, and he's straight offside. Ribeiro! Oh man, what a goal from the Brazilian!
And he gives it to Steph Curry there, Grant.
He's the league's leading scorer for good reason. And now pulling away from the chasing pack.
What a change of pace there from Ribeiro. What can't he do? Initially, a bit of a slip there. Managed to retain the ball there. Brilliant. Close down from Mokoena, and Ribeiro gets in the middle of the park there, evades one or two tackles, puts on the afterburners, close control, and finds an excellent angle there. Lucas Ribeiro puts his side ahead.
Well, he's done it a few times this season when you just think the angle is against him, and somehow he finds the bottom corner. He's done it again, and the biggest stage of all, when the stakes are at their highest, against the team in hot pursuit. And now the Brazilians have a 2-goal cushion.
That's his 8th Betway Premiership goal. Added another 2 in the cup competitions. And he has 8 assists in all competitions. That is the effect of Lucas Ribeiro.
No, we're still a little shy of the half-hour mark here. Jaden Adams now goes bursting forward. Can he get a cross in? He does. Dina van Rooyen repels it. Morena's there to keep the pressure on. Combines with Ribeiro. Goes down under a challenge seemingly of Paseka Marco, but the referee did have a good view of it. Now the Sundowns fans in the grandstand pleading for a third. And perhaps they feel like it could be one of those days for their beloved team, and your mind can't help but go back, what is it now, 8 years? Mamelodi Sundowns, the reigning CAF Champions League champions, and what they did to Orlando Pirates right here. A scoreline that resonated across the continent.
You remember that?
Yeah. We just confirmed for you, Marcelo Allende is the latest to go into the book. So the noise of discontent that you can hear is that Sundowns don't want to face, the Sundowns fans rather don't want to face this free kick. A man light, Tapelo Morena, was receiving treatment, having just moments before gone down just inside the box. So we will pause a moment because with the temperatures above the 30-degree mark, we will have a cooling break. An opportunity for the players to take on some hydration and for us to try as best we can and digest what we have just seen.
Yeah, it's an opportunity now for Orlando Pirates just to come together, change a bit of tactics there, and this is exactly what Jose Rivera will be doing. How do they get back on track? And on the opposite end, it'll be a more relaxed convening. Yeah, these are the opening goal there. Grant Kikana just cushioning the ball behind the net off the upright. A brilliant delivery, and then changing pace, changing gears, close control there. Opened the angle there and slotted it home for the celebration to match.
Well, he's now 2 ahead of his teammate Ikram Reyners, and 3 behind is a man from the DRC who's having his first season in South Africa's top flight, Andy Boyeli. In fact, the reigning player of the month from January is Skukune's striker. Is a special player, Lucas Ribeiro Costa.
We still haven't witnessed Orlando Pirates impose themselves and what they're capable of. And as we see boots being changed, that is because of the condition of the field. Great suggestion there. Most attacking players not a favourite to wear the 6 studs, but it has to come out as evidence of Rile Mafokeng. Another Shalile slipping there. We could see just before they conceded the second goal, it was Maswangani that lost his footing.
Looks like it could be a very long way back for Orlando Pirates, who for the first time in the league this season have conceded 2 goals. Four imposing players waiting to dart into the area, awaiting the delivery from either Mufokeng or Dlamini. And is Dlamini not his best. Ribeiro away.
They're just going to take that one goal and change the complexion of the game.
Moreno was not on the field to help defend that free kick. Very efficient is Tando Ntanzeka. He's taking the game back to the exact point where it was before the water break. Into the clutches of Ronwen Williams. Pirates have conceded 2 in the first half of a Premiership game for the first time since November of 2023, if you'll recall that shock loss away to Cape Town Spurs, who had started the season so dreadfully. No one gave them a chance up against the Buccaneers. Allende flings it across field excellently here for Morena. King tracking him. Allende, Mokoena, pass for Adams, slightly behind Morena, not capable of keeping it in despite his best efforts.
It's just so quick, isn't it? Always on his bike, looking for the ball in space is Morena.
And the Pirates haven't been behind all too often this season. They have gained 3 points from losing positions over the course of this Betway Premiership campaign. But from this kind of position, a much tougher proposition. Here's Riley Mofokeng. Dlamini. It's the challenge of Shalolile. Can't quite squeeze it through for Dino van Rooyen, and Jaden Adams takes over. There's Ribeiro. Go. Well, did the Sundowns players not change their boots?
Clearly not. A little bit of frustration creeping in there. Maswangani is clipping the heels of Mokoena.
Thumped forward by Ronwen Williams. Ikram Rainer's always a willing runner. Hockey managing to repel the danger. Now Marco. Mufokeng takes the ball inside, then finds Makaula, gets the return pass. This is Maswangani, much better from Orlando Pirates. Dion Hotto has Van Rooyen with him. Maswangani should have a little back heel, but eventually thumped away by Adams. Ikram Rainer's on the move, forcing Chain out of his box.
Yeah, lack of communication there between Koke and Shane. It was Chain that took initiative, stopped that man in his tracks.
Peter Shalolile stepping in to neg it away. Orlando Pirates recover. Well, remarkably, across 5 previous away games this season, Pirates had conceded just twice, and now in the first half of what is their 6th away game of the season, that goals conceded tally has doubled. Mokoena and Ribeiro. Oh, squeezing it through. Neither Rangers nor Shalolile can latch onto it. Williams sweeping effectively.
Great anticipation there from Williams, and stops an excellent ball there from Maswanganyi. So important for goalkeeper to anticipate that when your defense is playing a high line.
Gator Mackenzie, Sports Arts and Recreation Minister, in the middle of your shot. Attendance for today's gigantic matchup in the Betway Premiership as Orlando Pirates seek to come from behind. Maswanganyi, Marco, Mofokeng. Maswanganyi appeared to slip once again. Somehow regained possession, and then Ibero comes away with it. Makaula takes it from him. Dina van Rooyen looking to link up with Magopa. Last touch. Coming off a Sundowns play, a corner for Orlando Pirates. Scored twice from corners this season, Pirates. That's just 2 of their 25 goals though. In by Dlamini, away by Ribeiro, repelled at the first post. Tossed back into play here for Evidence Magopa. Maswanganyi, now Dlamini, moves it on to Mofokeng. Floated in behind for Dion Hotto, but an easy claim for Williams.
A good idea there. Currently on the opposite flank there, Dion Hotto. It's just been so compact in the middle of the park there. Both sides going down the flanks.
Suarez finding Modiba, moves it on quickly here for Ikram Reyners. Reyners for Modiba. Well, he digs out across. The thing comes off Van Rooyen and back off Modiba. According to our match referee, it will be a goal kick.
Excellent football there. Brilliant turn there from Modiba, and Van Rooyen chasing down. Prevents the cross, and it ricochets off Modiba.
And they might have lost 2 cup finals to Orlando Pirates last season, Mamelodi Sundowns, but they are unbeaten in their last 9 league games against Pirates, and they've won 7 of those over that period. In fact, before the 1-1 draw in what was their last league meeting before this, they'd won 7 successive games, and they came into this one over that period having outscored Pirates 15-2 in their last 9 games.
Is that including today?
It's not including today.
Not including today, so
if you take this as the 10th in a row that they look to go unbeaten, and there's currently 17 goals to 2 over that unbeaten period. Ball nicely won there and collected by Ribeiro. Rolled into the path of Allende. Shalulile is on the move. Got to play in a first-time cross. Might get it back here from Dina van Rooyen. Ribeiro stabbing it through. Shalulile! And he's hooked it back into play after the save. Zayden Adams helping it on. Tabo Mokoena missing out in the air. This is Mofokeng, Maswanganyi. Space on the outside for Evidence Magopa. Pirates looking to claw one back before the break.
Ribeiro still down, looks like he's winded. And Macaulay it was that just landed on top of him.
And the Pirates continue to play. Ribeiro has hauled himself off the turf in the meantime. Here's Mufokeng, squeezing it through for Machopa. Marco, out to Maswanganyi. Morena does enough. We're about to enter into 4 additional minutes here at Loftus Versfeld. And the Pirates with the corner. Swung in. And again, the initial defensive header coming from Lucas Ribeiro.
This came into quick for CBC, couldn't direct it on target. And his work cut out this afternoon, looking after Ribeiro, as well as Ikram Reyners. This is the earlier collision. I think just landing on Ribeiro.
Shalulile. Moriba. Mokoena. Nice firm pass for Ikram Reyners. Makaula now, cut out by Mokoena, laying it off. And for Ribeiro, turns away from Sibisi, wonderful feet. And eventually it's Makaula who recovers.
He just glides, doesn't he? That is Ribeiro for you.
Monkey, Maswanganyi. Now Dion Hotto. Prashant Lamini from Adams. Okay, to Sabisi. And now you have to wonder to yourself, how big of a miss was Sisani? Ball comes in, Hotto over the top! Huge opportunity in first half injury time to reduce the arrears, and Dion Hotto skied it.
Yeah, brilliant opportunity to pull one back there. Lovely late into the path there, just leaning back as he balloons that attempt. Dion Hotto, great movement in from the flank. It was just the finish.
Afforded that more advanced role today by his coach Jose Ribeiro. The first big opportunity for Dion Hotto squandered. That's been one of the key differences between Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates this season. Pirates have had more shots than Mamelodi Sundowns, the most in the league, but their conversion rate is just below 16%, and Mamelodi Sundowns is above 24%.
Yep. That's what counts the most. And they'll take their time there, Mokoena, with a brilliant earlier ball. Picked out Lucas Suarez.
I actually want to amend that, because I think with the 2 goals here, it might have nudged above 25%, meaning they're scoring with every 4th shot they take. Not every 4th shot on target, every 4th shot on average. In low from Mokoena, acrobatic from Ribeiro, who's more than capable of that. He earned goal of the month accolade for January for an equally acrobatic side volley effort.
Well, he clearly thinks he's on the beach in Copacabana. Rio de Janeiro there. What more can you expect from him? Expect the spectacular.
Makaula quickly working that to the feet of Mark. Not much in the challenge, but Ribeiro sportingly goes over. Offers apologies.
Earlier it was the opposite.
That's true, yeah. Oh, we have gone past now before additional minutes, so the whistle should be forthcoming any second now. Towards the back post where Dion Hotto's waiting. Can't connect with it cleanly. Neither can Makaula. Two Namibians tussle. Hotto retains it under pressure from Shalulile. This is Maswangani, launches into his teammate. A combination of Hockey and Makaula get in the way, and there comes the whistle to signal the interval with Mamelodi Sundowns in command. There's the two goal scorers. Grant Kekana opened the scoring early from a free kick. Lucas Ribeiro Costa with a moment of individual magic, showing searing pace to tear up the field and slot it away past Sipho Chain. And it looks a long way back for Orlando Pirates. Mamelodi Sundowns have won 7 of 7 home games this season, only team in the Betway Premiership with a 100% home record, and it looks as though they'll be maintaining that if things keep going according to plan.
Yeah, stuttering first half performance here from the Buccaneers. They'll want to go into this change room and come out a different side. But on the other end, it was an excellent performance here from a patient Sundowns, and quality individually and collectively see them take the lead.
Well, in this pivotal meeting midway through the Betway Premiership campaign, with Orlando Pirates looking to close the gap at the top, it's Mamelodi Sundowns who have the advantage. The league leaders are ahead by 2-0. There have been 4 games, in fact, this season where he's got a goal and an assist, as Allende is the man to eventually take it. Oh! Over the line from Grant Kekana. Yes, it is! Mamelodi Sundowns draw first blood from the set piece. Huge, huge moment in this critical Betway Premiership tie.
It was a well-taken set play there from Mamelodi Sundowns. It was a dummy from Ribeiro. Allende, excellent delivery. Lucas almost getting his head to it, but it was his partner, Grant Kekana, at the far post, as rose the highest. And with a side foot, getting it past Super Chain. You can see it did ricochet just behind. There's a better look at it, and Mamelodi Sundowns take the lead.
Well, reinstated to the lineup after there have been 4 games, in fact, this season where he's got a goal and an assist, as Allende is the man to eventually take it. Oh! Over the line from Greg Kekana. Yes, it is! Mamelodi Sundowns draw first blood from the set piece. Huge, huge moment in this critical Betway Premiership tie.
It was a well-taken set play there from Mamelodi Sundowns. It was a dummy from Ribeiro. Allende with an excellent delivery. Lucas almost getting his head to it, but it was his partner, Grant Kekana, at the far post, as rose the highest. And with a side foot, getting it past Super Chain. You can see it did ricochet just behind. There's a better look at it, and Mamelodi Sundowns take the lead.
Well, reinstated to the lineup after
With compliments from Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns hands over the jersey from team management and of course the chairperson himself. So people say, let's give it up once more! Alessandro Nesta! Representing FIFA. Some World Cup that will be participating on. He's the Mamelodi Sundowns fan.
Not too long before the second half does get underway here at Loftus. Mamelodi Sundowns comfortably in the lead against Orlando Pirates before the players come back onto the pitch. I've got some esteemed guests alongside me. First and foremost, the chairman of Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club, Topi Motepe. He's alongside one of the more iconic faces of world football. FIFA World Cup winner in 2006 with Italy, multiple Serie A and UEFA Champions League winner with AC Milan, and FIFA Club World Cup champion in 2008 with the Rossoneri as well. That is Alessandro Nesta. Let me start with you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much for your time. It's been quite an amazing week this for Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club, particularly with the FIFA Club World Cup trophy in the country.
Oh yeah, it's been a wonderful week, you know, and to have FIFA here with us, to be able to bring the Club World Cup trophy to South Africa, to Africa, it's been a wonderful experience. You know, the FIFA people have come here with energy. They came from Turin. So, you know, coming from that cold weather to be greeted by some warm South African sunshine, I think they've been enjoying it as much as we have. But being able to bring the trophy, bring with legends like Alessandro Nesta, to be able to come and welcome our people to this wonderful trophy, and the engagement and the interaction, it's been unreal, and it's been a wonderful way to announce the wonderful start of this trophy. I mean, this competition, and you know, we hope now that it goes on to its next destination with all the South African energy and the hope and the joy that we bring to our football, and it goes to Al Ahly next.
And just very quickly, we saw you do a bit of a handover of a Mamelodi Sundowns shirt to Alessandro Nesta. What was that signifying exactly?
Yes, it was actually to, you know, give a vote of thanks to the legend that is Alessandro Nesta. Alessandro's played at the highest level. I want to quickly speed up because I can see the players approaching onto the pitch. But it was a wonderful gesture from the club just to say thank you very much for all that he and FIFA have done, and to welcome him back to South Africa whenever he wants to come.
Very quickly before I let you go, Alessandro, what have you made of the spectacle today? It's top against second in South African football.
But thank you for inviting me. This is my first South African football game, and I think the level is high level. For me, you are ready to compete in the World Cup for club. I wait in Miami. I live in Miami. I waited there, and good luck. Good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That is Alessandro Nesta. You've heard it from him, a world champion both at club and international football. He says South Africa, particularly in Mamelodi Sundowns, are ready to compete at the FIFA Club World Cup. A reminder, it's 2-0 at half-time. Mamelodi Sundowns in control.
Welcome back to Loftus Versfeld after the half-time break here. The Mamelodi Sundowns leading by 2-0. Orlando Pirates, in their quest to close the gap at the top, did not get off to the best start. This is the second goal, and it is absolutely marvelous from Lucas Ribeiro Costa. That's now 7 goal contributions in his last 5 outings.
Celebrations went crazy there, but brilliant individual brilliance there from Ribeiro on display here for Mamelodi Sundowns. He's just been in excellent form, and the quality that he oozes and the understanding of his teammates has just been on a different level so far this season in the Betway Prem.
So that's the goal that gave them the cushion, and now Orlando Pirates are staring down the barrel of a 10th league match in succession without victory against Mamelodi Sundowns. And for all their recent cup success that they've had, it has been a lengthy barren run in the league. It's a period that predates Jose Ribeiro's reign, more than 5 years ago now since they last won a league match against this opposition. And many felt prior to this game, in order to effectively influence the title race at this halfway point, the consensus was that the Buccaneers would need to win. You would think, just looking at the scoreline and how dominant Mamelodi Sundowns have been from winning positions over the years, that perhaps the best they can hope for now is just try and scrape a draw.
Yeah, I think that'll be the thinking for Pirates, but the first thing is just to get on that score sheet. And, you know, they always say 2-0, very dangerous lead to have, and I'm sure Mamelodi Sundowns will be aware of that, and that is what the message would have been from the coach in the half-time break, to say, do not take your foot off the pedal, because you give Orlando Pirates a sniff, they'll be back in it.
Evidence Makgopa tussling there with Suarez. Makgopa making a first league start since the end of the year in that 1-0 win over Magesi, where he came off at half-time. He's come off the bench in the last 3 Premiership outings for Orlando Pirates. He did just about enough there to force a corner. So an option to go short for Mofokeng. Or we could anticipate an out-swinging delivery here with Poki and Makgopa. Sabisi looking to dart into that danger area. It's a decent take. It's off the heads of Pirates player. Was it Makgopa or Poki, but away from goal. As Marco, more touches than any other player in the first half. Was busy down that flank, although they didn't have all too much joy in actually penetrating any further up the field. Makgopa. Adams did enough. Here's Dino van Rooyen. Sibisi. Hockey. Looked for a moment as if he might have underhit that back pass. Certainly forced Chain into making a sloppier than usual delivery out to the flank. much was the determination of that run from Ribeiro Costa, who gets a little touch into midfield that gives the ball away. You have to wonder, Stanton, whether it's still playing on his mind, the penalty he missed in the Nedbank Cup final last season, as Dlamini now picks it up on the edge of the area. Free kick goes Mamelodi Sundowns' way.
A brilliant combination in midfield here. That is starting to be established between Mokoena, Allende, as well as Jaden Adams. Same midfield that started last game against Supersport. Line this afternoon operating a bit of the left-hand side in the front three, and it is Ikram Reyners that's playing down the middle.
Nicely done by Mokoena to pick it up, but then the pass doesn't find Ribeiro. This is Makaula. Mokoena winning it. Grant Kekana. This, across the various clubs he's played for, is the 23rd time he's coming face-to-face with Orlando Pirates. It's the first time that he scored against them, although he has had a hand in a goal against Orlando Pirates. That was in 2017's Nedbank Cup final, whilst with Supersport United. Got the assist for Grobler's opener in the 4-1 win. 10 wins for Grant Kekana against Pirates in 22 previous meetings with them. Dion Hudson giving Moreno the slip. And Evidence Mahopa trying to improvise under pressure from Kekana. Does draw a Pirates corner.
Hato looking to be provider. Yeah, that opportunity at the end of the first half.
Oh, you would have thought so. Would have taken a little more care with that. One of Sundowns' 5 goals they've conceded in the league this season has been from a corner, as Marco now tries to find Mofokeng. Sundowns intercept. Allende back with Kekana. Living a little dangerously here, but Morena will get on the end of it. Now Ribeiro proved to be the match winner when the sides met in the league last season. Their first meeting, Sundowns away to Orlando Pirates. Ribeiro's 12th minute penalty was the only goal in that game. Today it's a 12th minute strike from a corner for Grant Kekana, and then Ribeiro's solo effort that have them cruising. Dion Hotto continues to come inside. Dlamini turning it over to Makaula. Paseka Marco. Mofokeng still yet to really conjure a good chance for one of his teammates. He's second in the division in terms of chances created, behind only Kaleta Machalwa. We haven't really seen that side of his game. Sundowns haven't allowed him to bring that to the fore.
Yeah, they're playing very nice for him. When he's in possession, there's always a double up in Morena, and Kekana drops over just to evade the danger that Mofokeng can provide.
Van Rooyen. Dlamini in a bit of space. He pings it along here for Mofokeng. Dlamini again. Masangani. Mofokeng. This is looking promising from Pirates. Dion Hotto across the face of goal.
That's more like it. Not sure who went down. Brilliant ball there across the goal from Dion Hotto.
I think it's Makaulu came barreling in.
Yeah, brilliant first time ball. They're just clashing, yeah, with the knees of Ronan Williams. Kaula. Oh.
Still down after that collision. That's better from Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, much better there, trying to get Mofokeng more on the ball, get some movement in and around him. Dion Hotto there with the overlapping run.
I think he's just had the wind knocked out of him there. For such a tough man, the way he's reacting suggests that maybe an issue with the ribs, potentially.
Yeah, possibly. When he goes down, you know it was a knock.
Yeah. Mahopa preferred to Takafasa Mabasa today. They both have 4 goals in the Betway Premiership this season. It's a good competition for basically that lone striker role, and you have to wonder how long before he is introduced.
Yeah, not too long. 10 minutes played so far. Definitely an option is Mabasa.
Back up and running here. Mofokeng. Or rather, Marco to Evans Mahopa. Dlamini. Allende sliding in well. Here's Ibero. Well, it's those kind of antics that just frustrate the team that are trailing.
Ravaji Baji.
Marco. Darting away from Shalulile. Looking for Dion Hotto. Pass too strong. Last time Mamelodi Sundowns lost a league game to Orlando Pirates was pre-COVID, January 2020. Gabadini Mahango scoring about half an hour into that tie. Solitary goal in the game as Dion Hotto now looks for an option. Stabs it through for Mahopa, deflected effort, oh, it's flown in! And Orlando Pirates have a route back into this game. Dion Hotto via the deflection. It's 2-1 at Loftus.
It's game on. It started with a positive pass in midfield from Dlamini. And Hotto started to make his way in the field. A brilliant 1-2 played. And Mahopa, massive deflection. And a brilliant strike there from Hotto with his weaker foot, and Williams could not get his hand on that one. The pass and the move, the control and the shot. It's 2-1, game on.
Well, there were periods during the first half where, to allow Mofokeng to play inverted as he so loves to do, Dion Hotto wasn't able to play on the flank that he most enjoys. But all of the early danger in this second period has come down the left-hand flank. Now, Mamelodi Sundowns immediately looking to regain their 2-goal advantage. Dino van Rooyen comes away with it. And look at how that goal has just ignited the Pirates fans on the far side. But it's Sundowns getting forward here. Ikram Rainer's not able to get on the end of it. Beaten to the ball by Sibisi. Naswan Ganyu. decibel level inside Loftus Versfeld has changed significantly.
They're getting a bit riled up there, Shalulile, telling him to relax. It's all happening. It's the response from Orlando Pirates.
Forward from Sibisi. Also can't keep it alive. The Namibian, who has been such a pivotal part of this team, he's missed just one game in the Betway Premiership this season, as Dion Hotto providing his third goal of the campaign. So 6 goal contributions for him as well. The 3 assists that he also has in the Betway Premiership. Look at this from Ikram Reyners. Through for Hibero! He's done it again! Restores the 2-goal advantage with a magnificent finish. And the glimmer of hope for Orlando Pirates looks to have been snuffed out once again by this Brazilian superstar.
Yeah, it was Suarez with the clearance. Had found the on-rushing Ikram Reyners in space. It was Ribeiro that arrived late in the box and expertly dispatched there. That's the clearance from Suarez. Reyners first to it. Excellent pass there. Knew exactly what he wanted to do from a similar angle, and very little that Chain could do. It's the Brazilian that sambas on and gives his side the extended lead.
Well, the 2 goals he scored are both nestled right in the bottom corner. You point out that he's given the goalkeeper very little chance in either instance. Now Mofokeng up the other side. Orlando Pirates have it all to do once again.
Yeah, they're stealing a bit of yards there. He should be on that line and giving him 10 yards.
He's absolutely not 10 yards. And they've rectified the situation now. Only Marcelo Allende of the playing personnel out there has been booked. As Dlamini delivers it in and Shalalile looks to clear, might fall for Van Rooyen. Dlamini onside, for King, strikes his own player Sibisi over. Just to confirm for you, I think it's Fabio Fernandez who's the most recent recipient of a yellow, just moments before this.
Van Rooyen picking out Dlamini really with the attempt, catching Mahopa, and Sibisi couldn't steer that on target. So they look for another response.
Ribeiro challenging for that in the air. Second brace of the season for him. He got a double against Mbamadi Swallows in the CAF Champions League early rounds back in September. Hat-trick last season in the 3-0 win over Amazulu. It was about just under a year ago. He was hat-trick hunting this afternoon. Dion Hotto was looking across the line, held his run until the ball was played forward. Dlamini swept in towards Masongani, away by Lucas Suarez.
The Sundowns keeping the danger men at bay. You'd want Mafokeng to get possession in his own half, kept Masongani rather quiet. Did his foot step out of the line there?
Okay,
It certainly looked like it. A better look at it as he grabbed it on the line.
Yeah. No issues there. But he felt compelled to make that claim at the moment. He did, because Van Rooyen was lurking. Here's Jaden Adams. Lovely ball out wide to find Shalolile. Ayendes with him. Little flick into the box where Morena was arriving. The diversity in their attack is impressive from Mamelodi Sundowns.
Extremely. There's a lot of width about it that gives the likes of Adams to use his array of passing.
Okwena. Morena lays it off for Hipero.
I just get the feeling that Pirates will make a response there and possibly introduce one or two new players, change it up.
Yeah, they've given the starting 11 good 20 minutes of this second half without altering anything. There's Kekana, Suarez. He's played his entire club career in his homeland of Argentina until now. Lucas Suarez. Decade or so ago, a few appearances for the under-20 national team, so was highly thought of and obviously possessing a lot of quality.
Yeah, looked excellent in defence thus far. Very calm in possession, solid in the tackle. We've seen that he poses a threat aerially as well. That is Suarez.
Mofokeng finding Hotto. Quena careful not to foul him. Dlamini, Mofokeng. Masongani. To Dlamini. Machopa. Paseka Marco to Dion Hotto. Sundowns remaining disciplined. Okay. Marco. Cut out by Morena. We wondered who would blink first. They do so at exactly the same time. But to see Opas returning from what many would have felt was a needless suspension. Keegan Johannes has been getting a look in recently. For Orlando Pirates, Mahongota and Tsakavasa Mabasa. We'll wait to introduce them properly in just a moment as play continues here. Marco turns it back in field. Allende comes away with it. Now slipping it through for Ikram Reyners, who wasn't able to hold his run according to the near side assistant Kamahelo Ramatsandela. Still play continues without the changes being made. Dlamini over the top. Oh! Had to intervene, Grant Kekana, sensing the presence there of Dion Hotto. And man, his heart would have been in his throat.
Yeah, nice and patient there. You can see the high line from Sundowns, which allows Lamini the space just to dink it in, and Kakana keeps a close eye on the danger. Brilliant defender there, great awareness there.
So Mao Nkoto was kept on ice for the game against Skokuni United. Many thought that he might start today. It's not the case, but he does come on with about 20 minutes remaining. Mamelodi Sundowns have looked off Jaden Adams and Tapelo Morena for Johannes and Batusi Obas.
Intentions clear for Sundowns, more defensive-minded players being introduced there. Batusi Obas there in the middle of the park here will solidify it alongside Mokoena and Johannes.
Lamini's ball in, away by Suarez. Dina van Rooyen, a crack from distance.
He's been excellent this afternoon, as was the case last week against Supersport United. Brilliant start to his Sundowns career, that is Jaden Adams.
Scored the opening goal against Supersport United and passed superbly. Barely misplaced any pass, 96% accuracy in that game. Now Kota on the move, up against Aubrey Modiba. Prevents the corner, but the impetus still with Orlando Pirates from that throw in an advanced area, and Lamini misplacing his pass, not able to recover it. Mufokeng now on the ball. Upended by Teboho Mokoena.
Will that be a caution? A little bit blatant there from behind.
But Lamini, as Lucas Ibero pumps the air after making another defensive header, and I say another because there have been several over the course of this match from him. Allende. Cushioned in the path of Shalulile. Tries to chop it back for the Chilean. Van Rooyen. Cotta's on the move. Not an accurate enough pass. Obas using his power against Nkota. Ikram Reyners, Batusi Obas has continued his run. Was striding forward here. Obas from a tight angle. And came back off him. As a ricocheted into his path. Goal kick. But I guess an indication of what Orlando Pirates will have to deal with in these closing 20 minutes as they commit more numbers forward.
Striding down that side. Looking like a striker there, Batusi Obas. Had very little assistance.
Clearly happy to be back on the park, and no doubt looking, I'm sure, to just clean it up a little bit in terms of the discipline. Okay. Now Marco Hotto. Dlamini dinked over the top for Mabasa, trying to make his presence felt.
Yeah, he'll add a bit of a reference point there for Pirates. Hopa more of a roving striker.
Poor pass to give the ball away here. Masanyani looking for an option, goes gliding past Obas. It's fallen here for Funroy, edge of the area, Mofokeng. Yende down off the ball. Free kick for Mamelodi Sundowns.
Not too sure if it was a collision or he just went down on his own. He got a bit of a knock. Oh, it's the ref.
It's the last thing we expected.
The ref got his elbows out.
Oh, he surely can't send himself off. So, well, look at Orlando Pirates down the left, and that's where their most dangerous moments have come from, and indeed their goal.
Yeah, that's on the left-hand side with 11 entries. That is a inverted Mafokeng and Dion Hotto following down this left-hand side.
Only TS Galaxy and Kaizer Chiefs over the course of this entire season have had more touches in the opposition box than Orlando Pirates. Malibonga Khoza receiving some instructions here, 20-year-olds. And Tashik Matthews following his brace against Supersport United. Would feel a little aggrieved if he was denied minutes in such a big match like this.
Yeah, so much quality. How do you spread the game time around that? And Matthews has taken his claim with a brace. Last time out against Supersport.
Mamelodi Sundowns play a catch-up match this coming Tuesday away to TS Galaxy. Could be a really tough one, and then I would imagine there will be a lot of changes before they play in the Nedbank Cup against the only soccer team to make it through, Penny Home Defenders. So there might be some players getting a look in that don't earn many minutes. It's a lovely ball for Allende. Pirates are stretched. Oh, and they recover just in time. Peter Shalolile was all alone there. He is, in this modern era, the top scorer in this tie of players currently on the books of either side. Daniel Mudawa, as you would imagine, the legend Mambusha, is the top scorer all time. 12 goals in meetings between Sundowns and Pirates. Now Mofokeng to Hotto. He's worked it onto his left foot and then back onto his right foot, and all the way through to Ronan Williams.
Hesitant this time to use the weaker foot. Done the job last time round.
Under a quarter hour to go. The Orlando Pirates, who have not got the better of Sundowns in 9 league meetings. In fact, it's their longest ever streak without a league win against Mamelodi Sundowns. It looks as though it might extend, very likely, to 10. Sundowns also with an excellent home record against Orlando Pirates as they look to compound their misery here to Bohomokwena! Firecracker to ignite Loftus! And now the game is surely safe.
You don't give him that much space. You don't allow Teboho Mokoena all that space. He will punish you, and that is exactly what he did. unselfishly led into the pass by Ribeiro, and it's Mokoena. Back-to-back goals from outside the box. It's his specialty.
Well, it took him this season as long as it's ever taken him to get off the mark for Mamelodi Sundowns. But now that he's off the mark, Stanton,
it doesn't stop there, but the run from Shalulile trying to get the ball, created the space there for Mokoena. 2 touches to control. Bit of a curve and nothing for Sipho Chain to do but pick it up out the net. I think it's fair to say they put it past Orlando Pirates this afternoon.
and Tashreeq Matthews has now entered the fray, and you know he's got goals in him. But here's Mao Nkota, touched behind by Lucas Suarez. Nicely pointed out, Paseka Marco seemed to take 1 or 2 steps to his right as he sensed the presence of Shalulile making a run in behind, open that space that Mokoena exploited. Away by Kekana. He got things going for Mamelodi Sundowns. Oh, could get worse here. Tashreeq Matthews is offside.
I think that's going to be close. I think Matthews held the line there.
Malibongo Koza, I think, would have been disappointed, but would have understood maybe why he missed out on such a high-profile match, having started 8 in a row in the Betway Premiership, but he's on now.
They're calling for 5.
Well, what was it? 8 years ago, almost 8 years ago exactly, 2 goals scored in the first half by Mamelodi Sundowns in that 6-0 drubbing, and then 4 came after the interval.
Yeah, you're opening up the wounds now, aren't you, Grant?
Nkota. Modiba to Matthews. Ball given away though. Dlamini, Masangani. Matthews stayed with him. Committed defending. Well, this is the 57th PSL era league meeting between these two sides, and it has been a tie that Mamelodi Sundowns have dominated with 26 previous wins to Orlando Pirates 14, and their dominance in recent years cannot be overstated, although they have come unstuck in quite a few cup encounters recently with Orlando Pirates, knocked out 2 seasons back quite embarrassingly in the MTN 8, and then lost in the MTN 8 final and Nedbank Cup final last season as Ribeiro is knocked to the ground with 1 finger, so it must be the most powerful man on earth.
Yeah, there was no need to fall down, but at the same time there's no right to point a finger in the face.
Mamelodi Sundowns looking to extend their unbeaten run at home against Orlando Pirates to 7 games. Haven't lost since January of 2018 here at home against Pirates, as Karim Kimbwidi and Sibonga Ndlozi are introduced here. Ndlozi with that baptism of fire against Al-Ahly not long ago, the 22-year-olds. Coming on to play the final 10 minutes or so, along with Kimbwidi, and Sundowns injecting even more pace up front with Maseko has slowly been reintroduced to action.
Yeah.
Came on against his former club, Supersport United, midweek. Lucas Ribeiro with a starring performance. 2 sensational goals. And he gets a hearty round of applause as he departs the field here. Okay. Hotto. Sundowns have been so clinical, had less of the ball, that have directed 8 of their 10 shots on target and scored with 50% of those that they've managed to hit the target with. The ball in is a decent one. Koza forced to turn it behind with Tekvasa Mabasa waiting in the 6-yard area. Obas with the interception. Mokoena. Oh, he almost released Shalalile. Dion Hotto now for Pirates. Now will be a late Silverjack for the ages if they were able to get anything from this. Mbuidi attempting to muscle his way past Johannes. Penalised.
And his hands all over Johannes there. I don't think he done too much. It looks like it was Johannes that was actually bearing down on Kimbwidi.
Ronald Williams goes long. Acrobatically cleared away by Sibong Ndlozi. He is, according to many at the Buccaneers, one of the hardest working players in training. As Capital Dlamini wakes way here for Philip Ndlondlo in these closing stages. Shalalile stepping in. Matthews can't locate Johannes. Now this is Dion Hotto. Masangani.
Grant, as much as Sundowns have the quality going forward, you got to admire the work that they put in just to get behind the ball. The likes of Reyners, Shalalile, even Ribeiro chipping in defensively.
Now Tashik Matthews. Maseko goes racing through.
The passes on there from Maseko. And Matthews just tumbling over the ball. Excellent performance here for the Argentinian defender Lucas Suarez. Very calm in possession, tiniest in the challenges.
Maseko slipping just outside the area. game that was billed as one that would have massive implications for the destination of the title. Certainly is the case. What it means is that Mamelodi Sundowns now will be opening up a significant gap at the top of the table, 9 points ahead of Orlando Pirates. The Pirates have 1 game extra to play. That gap could open up to 12 on Tuesday, although they go away to a very stubborn TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy still unbeaten under Adnan Bogdanovic. They take on Chippa United this evening, that match at 8 p.m. They're at home for that one as well. They have a long streak of home matches to TS Galaxy, having started the season playing basically all of their games on the road. Ramabasa just about keeps it in. There's Lucas Suarez standing firm. Obas.
I just get the feeling that this was going to be the measure of how close this Betway Premiership will be. And number 1 and number 2 come up against each other. I don't think Orlando Pirates gave their best this afternoon. It is still far from over.
Well, they welcome Mamelodi Sundowns to the Orlando Stadium mid-March, and you wonder what the situation will be there. They will have to put together a flawless run and then hope for a couple of favors along the way, so that maybe there can be a similar equation when they meet again, in that they have the opportunity to close whatever the existing gap is.
Yeah, they have the quality, they have the depth. That is Orlando Pirates.
But there's another potential situation, is that by the time that game comes, Mamelodi Sundowns might be out of sight, as they have been so many seasons in the past. Kimberley appeared for a moment to handle that, so Mamelodi Sundowns in possession in any case.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes to the end before the end of the game.
Klondlo. Okay. Close. Ramhan Kota. Klondlo. Offside. Now with the Pirates 3 goals in arrears, the 6 minutes of additional time, I'm sure, will be purely academic. Obas under it. Maseko almost comes away with the ball. Hockey clears. Opi Modiba turns it infield, but to see Obas. Oh, heavy challenge on Obas. Nkosinathi Sibisi was booked for a foul on Ibero about midway through the first period.
Yeah.
And
Ronan Williams just cheering up the crowd out of the screen, enjoying every minute of it. Well deserved.
It's been a great day for Mamelodi Sundowns. The Club World Cup trophy has been paraded around the capital for the last couple of days. Italy and AC Milan legend Alessandro Nesta was welcomed onto the field at half-time.
Sia
Kolisi's been here, giving his best wishes to Bafana captain Ronan Williams, so I guess the script was written.
Minister of Sport in attendance as well. And fair game to the crowd. They arrived early. There was no need for a delayed kickoff.
Yeah. So that's two huge matches in succession where there's been no delayed kickoff, the Soweto derby, and now this big rivalry. Big credit to the fans for showing up early. Of course, not everyone will be able to every time, but it just means there's less pressure to get in in that quarter hour, half hour before the kickoff. Masangani for Orlando Pirates on a day when he hasn't really been able to pull the strings as he likes to do. Ndlondlo. And Sundowns have been content, more than content, to have less of the ball as a consequence, I'm sure, of leading early, but perhaps also by design.
Yeah, they've just remained compact, setting up for the counter-attack as well. And they've been very disciplined defensively. Mokoena pivotal in the beginning. Oh, now Obas in the midfield as well.
Just to put it into perspective, this is a team having less of the ball who, on average, have almost 70% possession in the Betway Premiership this season. Masangani can't slide it through. Falls for Ndlozi, and Mabasa tries to redirect it on goal. Had it gone in, wouldn't have counted. Flag up.
Yeah. Very little opportunities since entering the field there for Mabasa. You see down that left-hand flank is where most of the damage was done. And clearance from the Suarez found Reyners, came down this left-hand flank. That's played it into the path of Lucas Ribeiro.
Matthews nicks it away. Chance for their fifth. Big save from Chain. Slip from Mokoena. Gets it back from Johannes.
Excellent work there from the goalkeeper.
Into the final minute of stoppage time now. And the party already started some time ago.
Is that Mama Joy with the Sundowns outfit?
Yeah.
Or is she just simply wearing yellow?
Did you look at her hand, the sign she was throwing up?
Look of despair.
Some full-on faces around Loftus. That's the final whistle. The champions prove why they've done it 7 times in a row. So much quality on display. 4 goals scored. Grant Kakana got it going. Lucas Ribeiro with a brilliant double, and Teboho Mokoena with an absolute missile to cap what has been a glorious day at Loftus Versfeld. Orlando Pirates came here looking to close the gap at the top, and Mamelodi Sundowns have extended it now to a massive 9 points.
Yeah, once again, a comprehensive victory for Sundowns. Words I didn't think I would have uttered after this encounter. It was nicely set up there. Orlando Pirates just never came to the races this afternoon. It was a Mamelodi Sundowns that was rampant from the very beginning. A star performance once again from the Brazilian Lucas Ribeiro. It wasn't an individual effort. Mokoena had something to say. A lot of substitutes, a lot of rotations, but all-round excellent performance from Mamelodi Sundowns. Chain and company left to go back to the drawing board and keep on fighting for this #1 spot.
A deflected Dion Hotto effort gave them a glimmer of hope in the second half at Mamelodi Sundowns, and Ribeiro Costa promptly snuffed it out as they restored their 2-goal cushion. And in the end, it is a resounding victory for Mamelodi Sundowns in front of a packed house here. A real statement of intent in the capital. It's Mamelodi Sundowns 4, Orlando